The Kalki Avatar, the Maitreya Buddha, the second advent of Christ, Imam Mahdi. He is not a body. He is beyond light and darkness. He is consciousness. This is 2025. The Kalki Avatar has already taken birth. He is about 14 years old and resides in one of the two Sambalpurs. Satya Yuga, in a minor Satya Yuga cycle, will be declared in 2032. There are three lines. One is of Shiva, which are the manifestations of Shiva, like Shiv Goraksha Babaji. The second line is of Vishnu. The manifestation is Kalki Avatar, who has come here. As is Shiva, the second is Kalki. And the third is Brahma, the workers, the manifestation of doing the manual work, like the boots on ground. The Vishnu is the intelligence and the strategy, the generals. And the Shiva aspect is the king, who just projects his power, and because of him, everything happens that is to happen and not happen. The Kalki Avatar is also called the second advent, the second coming of the Christ principle. The Maitreya Buddha means the friend to all the world. The Kalki Avatar, the Maitreya Buddha, the second advent of Christ, Imam Mahdi, they are all one and the same person. They are coming to establish the Dharma. What does the establish the Dharma means? It means setting together an unequal balance of electron, protons and neutrons, that is Sattvagun electrons, Rajogun protons and Tamogun neutrons are highly imbalanced. Therefore, there are wars and negativity and upheavals in this world. When the Kalki comes in 2032, he will declare the Satya Yuga, shifting from the magnetic age of Rajogun to the electronic, the Sattvic, the pure age of Sattvagun. Of course, there will be a balance, a proportion, more of Sattvagun, then less of the magnetic Rajogun and the least of the inertia, Tamogun. So, definitely it has got a change, not only a magnetic shift, but an electromagnetic inertia shift. All three will shift, and they will be in such a balance that humanity will move and trade and interact with one another in peace and harmony. They asked me a question, Gurunath, when the Kalki comes, how can we recognize him? I have already told you what your work is when he comes, the earth peace meditation. The second question is, how can we recognize the Kalki Avatar? When the Kalki Avatar comes, this is answering your question directly, but it is answering your question regarding me also. You will see around the Kalki Avatar a translucent light around his head, turning to a radiance which will be hitting you. The translucent light will be hitting you, so you will be pushed back. When the Kalki comes and you see him, that light will push you back. So, from his head and his third eye will be the translucent light which will be coming. It will be a visible invisible light. Like you see my translucent light, it is a visible invisible light. At the same time, the apex of the translucent light will be pushing you back from the head, but at the same time there will be a dark vortex which will be pulling you towards him, the magnetic vortex. So, the vortex will pull you in from his heart, it will be pulling you in, and the light and radiance will be putting you. So, that is how you will see him. This is a electromagnetic body. So, he will be a very, very powerful being described scientifically. So, when you see the luminescence around a Sadguru, that means, and the darkness, that means he is not a body, he is beyond light and darkness. The Guru, Sadguru is not a body, he is consciousness, but it takes a body of light. After some times, many people see I am meditating, I disappear and I appear. Thousands of people have seen it. But if you are not a body, you can't remain a body for long. If you focus, you will see the truth. The role of the Kalki Avatar is purely a spiritual role, that when he comes, even before 2032, he is acting silently through the earth peace meditations and all other means of political negotiations. He is trying to bring about peace and order, but there is bound to be world war like situations, upheavals, bloodsheds and all these things in an effort to balance the world order. To balance the world order means to balance the three gunas of Raja, Tama and Sattva, electron, proton and neutron. Now, we have to keep practicing our Kriya Yoga and our earth peace meditations, and that silence after the earth peace will bring about a lot of restorative peace and order on this earth. It will contribute and help the Kalki in his work of balancing the gunas, balancing the temperaments of humanity, the temperaments of nations. So, this is very, very important, and our work at this subtle level is most important. He will do it at the intellectual level and of the knowingness level. We are doing it at a power level. In the case of the Kalki, he will bring peace and order to this earth. There will be a Satyug. It will start after 2032, but before that there will be upheavals, wars, bloodshed. We will jump into the upheaval, wars and bloodshed, and in that we will try to bring earth peace through self peace. So, we are the valiant warriors. We are jumping in the middle of the volcano, a live volcano, and trying to pour water on it. We will be successful if it is the good Lord's will. After 2032, immediate signs of peace and order on this earth will follow.